This is a video on how I break down buzz rolls with my more inexperienced students. This can be my beginners, my middle school students, my younger high school students, maybe students just changing instruments over to percussion. This is how I'm going to isolate getting multiple bounces and then matching them and then getting them to function in a 16th note based buzz roll, which can then be changed to any rhythm. So I'm going to start with just my dominant hand and play 8 quarter notes. I'm not going to use a metronome right now because my focus is my diddles, my bounces, not necessarily my time. So if it fluctuates a little bit, that's not the end of the world right now. The goal is buzzes. So I've got my buzzes. I'm going to play 8 quarter notes with my multiple bounces. Okay, ideally those will have 3 bounces each, but right now the goal is as many bounces as you can, or 3 bounces. After I get my dominant hand feeling good about that, my next step is to add my non-dominant hand in and get those two things as close to matching as possible. If you have a way to slow-mo record, you can actually count the number of buzzes. You can see to make sure that they're lined up exactly. But for this purpose, and for the purpose of teaching this to younger beginners, the goal is to get them to feel and sound as close to the same as possible, even if they're not exactly the same. So step 2 of this exercise is double stops, 8 double stops. 1, 2, ready, go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you'll notice when I play my buzz rolls, I'm using a little bit more arm, a little less wrist, just so I get even buzzes. As I do that, I don't want my first note to be too loud. I don't want it to die off too much at the end and get an even sounding buzzes. So personally, I'm aiming for 3 bounces, all to be roughly the same volume. All right, so we've got our dominant hand by ourselves, we got both hands together. Now we're going to split that into 1/8 notes. The goal here is to make your buzzes that feel the same when we go to our hands together, feel the exact same in our hands split. So here I'm going to just play the first 3 portions of the exercise together so you can see how that evolves and sound and hear how that evolves. So we start with just our dominant hand. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and split. Good, and again, that keeps the hand speed slow enough that you can hear what the buzzes sound like. Obviously, we would not play a roll that slow, but right now we're just trying to isolate what each buzz sounds like and do they sound and feel the same. The 4th level to this is to kick it up double again, make it the 16 notes. Here it should sound like a buzz roll as long as you're going fast enough. The buzzes should overlap just a little bit. Again, it will depend on the tempo that you're going, but this is what the whole exercise sounds like. Take it over. And again, we probably want to go a little bit faster than that as we're getting a little bit more advanced so it sounds closer to a buzz roll. And we can figure out what speed that is and go from there. But again, this is a way to break down buzz rolls with your beginners, and it's metered out. It's very easy to understand. It starts with their dominant hand, adds the second hand in, splits it slow enough that they can hear, and you can hear what each buzz sounds like, and then gets it up into a rhythm that they will traditionally play 16th note bass buzz rolls in, or get them to the 16th note buzz roll that they will use in their early percussion years. Hopefully this helps.